How's all doing? Here we go. Friday night again. Friday night. March. Right into March already. We're 9 weeks into the year. For goodness sake. Great to have you with us. Absolutely brilliant to have you with us here again on Friday night. We keep going and keep going. What are we at? 98. Week number 98. Wow. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely. So, first in tonight, here's our Laura. Hi, Laura. How are you doing? How are you? Jane Jackson. Hi, Jane. How are you keeping? How are you? Great to have you with us. Caroline McCoster. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing? Or Ethel. Sister-in-law Ethel. Sitting down in Carnlough watching. Hi, Ethel. How are you doing? Great to have you with us. Mamie Logan. Hi, Mamie. Billy and Anne. How are you doing? Great to have you. Absolutely brilliant. Great to have you with us. Brilliant to have you with us. So, Emily McAnally. Good evening, everyone. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the Shades family. How are you all doing? Absolutely great. Absolutely brilliant to have you with us. Sorry to tell you, no Sharon tonight. Sharon's not in good form at all, so she's not. So certainly at the minute, this is the way we're sitting at the minute. So it is not. She's not going to be appearing. So Frederick, sitting over in Paris. Hi, Frederick. How are you doing? How are you? How are you? Jeanette Norrell. Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing? How are you? There's our Anne in from South Africa. Anne, how are you doing? How you doing? Great to have you all. Absolutely. Don't forget, folks, hit the share button if you can. Hit the share button. Send it out around all your friends and neighbours and stuff like that there. If you're living in a built-up area, open your windows and put the speakers out at the put your speakers out onto the street. That'll have them running for cover. So Sharon Russell, hi Sharon. Dee McKillen, hi Dee. There's our Norman in from Bangor. Hi Norman, how you doing? How are you? Get her started off. Everybody's going out and having fun. Just a fool for staying home and having none. Can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me. A bad mistake I made by just hanging round. I know that I should be out some painted town. A lovesick fool as blind as you can't see. Oh, lonesome me. I bet she's not like me. She's out and fancy free. She's flirting with the boys with all her charms. But I still love her so. And brother, don't you know, I'll welcome her straight back here in my arms. There must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. Thought of everything from A to Z. Oh, lonesome me. Here we go. I bet she's not like me. She's out and fancy free. She's flirting with the boys with all her charms. My brother's still low, and oh, don't you know, I'll welcome her straight back here in my arms. There must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. Thought of everything from A to Z. Oh, lonesome me. Oh, lonesome me. Oh, lonesome me. There you go. Gets us started off. Gets us started off. The first Friday night in March, for goodness sake. Absolutely brilliant. So, where was I? Jane Jackson, loving your background. This is a different view from Slemmy's. This is from the north side, so it is. Looking back down towards Ballyclare. So it is. Yes. And you've got a friend's house just here. It's a friend's house of ours, so it is. Reggie that comes in, Sharon's brother Reggie would appear here every now and again. That's his son-in-law and daughter. A daughter and son-in-law's place, so it is. So that's where we are, the north side of Slemmies. Marie McConnell, hi Marie, how are you doing? How are you? Our aunt's dancing away, for goodness sake, so she is. Judy Lawrence, good evening, all the Shades family. Great to have you with us. Mary and Tom Montgomery, good afternoon, everyone. Weather is snow and ice since Wednesday. Could you sing Save the Last Dance? Yes, I can do that with a heart and a half. I can indeed. Monica, hi Monica. Open the windows and the seagulls. Absolutely brilliant, Monica. Monica said she opened all the windows and the seagulls are out there having a boogie, so she does. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Craig Davey, Friday night from us to yous. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, Craig. There's my sister-in-law, Yvonne. How are you doing? Could you sing I'll Be There Before the Next Teardrop Falls? Yvonne, I cannot sing that. That's a Sharon song. And as I said there a wee while ago, unfortunately, Sharon will not be with us tonight. She's not in good form, so she's not. So, Sandy McAlean. Hi, Sandy. It was great to meet you the other night. Absolutely brilliant. It's always good to put a face to a name. Brilliant, and you were a great crack. Absolutely great to have you with us. Great to be there. Great to be in your company. Absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed your company thoroughly, so I did. So, if you fire any requests at us, and there are songs which Sharon sings, I'll have to pass on them. Either I would have to have a very, very bad go at doing them, so I would. So, you definitely don't want that. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blow. The young'uns dream of growing up to ride on a freight train going town, not knowing where I'm bound. One could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild. Mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all her Sunday learning, toward the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could see me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. Leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy, blessed his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. It's only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. There you go. So, Kim Myers, how are you doing from a cold and sunny Frederick in Maryland, USA? How are you doing? Great to have you with us. Harmony Fleming, good evening, Desi, Sharon, Joel, and all the Shades family. Great to have you with us. Absolutely brilliant. There's our Kevin Leland. How are you doing, Kevin? How are you? Tony Campbell. Tony Campbell. Come in, Tony. Hello, Tony. Tony, come in, come in. Sandy, you may shout louder than that at him, so you may. he's not appearing, so he's not. So Kevin Liller, hi, Des and Sharon, back again. Hi from a sunny New Zealand. Your summer's actually just sort of starting to turn to the other direction now, isn't it? So, could you please sing a Don Williams or a Roy Orbison? Sorry to hear about Sharon. I hope she's okay. Yes, she'll be grand, so she will. I would like a song for the Hurricaneans and not in the Commonwealth Sea of Heart in the common. Not 100% sure just exactly where that went, but yes, absolutely. So, right. Got myself a crying, choking, sleep walking, living tall. Gotta do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. I got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Got a one and only walking, talking, living doll. Well, take a look at her hair. It's real if you don't believe what I say, just feel. Gonna lock her up in a trunk so no big hunk can steal her away from me. I got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. I gotta do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. I got a roving eye, and that is why it satisfies my soul. I got the one and only rockin', talking, living doll. Here we go. Look at her hair. It's real if you don't believe what I say, just feel. Gonna lock her up in a trunk where no big hunk can steal her away from me. I got myself a crying, talking, sleeping, walking, living doll. I gotta do my best to please her, just 'cause she's a living doll. Got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. I got the one and only walking, talking, living doll. There you go. So, Anne's dancing away tonight, so she is. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anne, Des, can you do Shook Me All Night Long? I don't know. I'm not aware of. I'm not aware of knowing it. If I do know it, I'm sorry, Anne. I just don't know it. So I don't. So some get well messages coming in for Sharon. Thanking you very, very much indeed. Thanking you very much. So right. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Hi Vera, Vera McCaughey. Hi Vera, how you doing? Life is what you make it, is all up to you. Take it or leave it, be happy or blue. Don't hang around with a frown upon your face. Life is what you make it, there's no time to waste. And try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. When you see trouble, just turn around and run. Life is what you make it, so make it some fun. Life is what you make it, so make it a song. Sing something cheerful when everything is wrong. Chase all those rainbows, you'll capture them soon. Life is what you make it, so reach for the moon. And try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. Wait on that roundabout, swing upon the swing. Life is what you make it, a wonderful thing. of the sunshine and you see the rain. Soon Mr. Sun will be laughing again. And when your new love no longer loves you, life is what you make it. Find somebody new and try to be happy when tears start to fall. You will be laughing in no time at all. Reach for the stars, greet the world with a smile. Life is what you make it, so make it worthwhile. La 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 la. La 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 la. And when your new love no longer loves you, life is what you make it. Find somebody new. There you be, there you be. Okay, I get you now, Kevin. The Sea of Heartbreak. Yes, I can manage to do that. Maggie Britton. Hi, Maggie. How are you? Hopefully everything's good with you. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay. If our Linda's watching, this is for Linda. If she's watching, I haven't seen her name yet. Shirley Wilson. Hi, Shirley and Rodney. How are you doing? It's her first night on town, so she was just 18. Lady down in love and out of hopes and dreams. The ties that once bound her now are broke away. She's like a baby just learning how to play. She never thought that love could ever end so soon. Her mind drifts back in time to a midsummer moon. When he asked her to marry, she gladly said okay. And a woman came to be from the child of yesterday. Now she's a lady down on love. She needs somebody to gently pick her up. She's got her freedom, but she'd rather be bound to a man who loves her and never lets her down. Well, I know this lady that's down on her love, 'cause I used to hold her and have that special touch. Then work took me away from home late at night, and I wasn't there. She turned out the lights. Then both of us got lonely, and I gave in to lust. She couldn't live with a man she couldn't trust. Now she's a lady down on love. She needs somebody who gently pick her up. She's got her freedom, but she'd rather be bound to a man who would love her and never let her down. Now she's a lady down on love. Margaret Martin. Hi, Margaret. How you doing? Tony Campbell. Good man, Desi. Did you put Sandy wrong last week? Here, I made a mess last week. I didn't sing The Gambler for him, and I couldn't do it, for goodness sake. But I might do it tonight. I'll tell you what, I will do it tonight, Sunday. I will do it tonight. So, I don't know about the rest of you, but Sharon and I both came home, and we were sore. We were sore. I haven't stood up. Like 2 years I've sat here, and both of us have sat here and sang, but I haven't stood behind a microphone on a stage we weren't on a stage, but generally speaking, and then moving about, for goodness sake. We were sore. We were two sore people, so we were. So. Whenever I chance to meet some old friends from the street, they wonder, how does a man get to be this way? I've always got a smiling face, anytime and any place. And every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, you've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, and love her like the devil when you get back home. Some people may try to guess the secret of my happiness, but some of them never learn it's a simple thing. The secret that I'm speaking of is a woman and a man in love. And the answer is in this song that I always sing. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. And kiss an angel good morning, love her like the devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like the devil when you get back home. Get back home. There you go. So. I take it you two gentlemen are travelling, Sandy and Tony. You must be. What are you tearing up? Are you on your way across the Canran, or where are you? You have to keep the foot down anyway. Jean Gray. Hi, Jean. How are you doing? How are you? Don't forget, whatever requests you have, I may miss them as I go by, but sure, whatever. Mary McBride, good evening. That's some background you have tonight. Hi to all the Shades people, wherever yous be, from Mary McBride. Mary, this Slemish Mountain is between where Mary lives and where we live, so it is. So if she comes our direction, she sees it, and if we go her direction, we see it. So there you go. It's a great landmark, so it is a great landmark. Runs away from me, dreams that just won't let me be, blues that keep on bothering me, chains that just won't let me free. Too far away from you and all your charms, just out of reach of my two empty arms. Each night in dreams I see your face, memories time cannot erase. Then I awake and I find you gone. I'm so blue and all alone, so far away from you and all your charms, just out of reach of my two empty arms. so far away from you and all your charms, just out of reach of my two empty arms. A lonesome feeling all the time, knowing you cannot be mine. Dreams that hurt me in my sleep, and vows that we could never keep. So far away from you and all your charms, just out of reach of my two empty arms. Just out of reach of my two empty arms. There you go. So, Sandy and Tony are heading up towards Carnran. Hope to get a 4:45 boat. Wow. I tell you, it must be a brave bit down the country. There's 8:30. Wow. You'll be tramping. So as well. But main thing is stay safe, guys. Stay safe. So, Sandy asked me to do this last week, and we couldn't do it. So we're good. Maggie, thank you very much. So this is for Sandy. This is for Sandy and Tony. While you're driving. On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns to stare at the window at the darkness. Then the boredom overtook us. He began to speak and he said, son, I've lived a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. If you don't mind me saying, well, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bombed a cigarette, then he asked me for a light. Then the night get deadly quiet, and his face lost all expression. So if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. And you've got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, bumped out his cigarette and faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. In his final words I found, and he said I could keep. You gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you've gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, it's done. There you go, Sandy, there you go. A week late, but sure, we got it anyway. Hi, Margaret Martin. How are you? Thank you very, very much. Thanking you. So, right. Right. I'm not sure just what happened. But nevertheless, you have a safe trip home, guys. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Anne was wondering where you are tonight, Norman. You're missing in action tonight, for goodness sake. So, yeah. So, a wee while ago, Mary and Tom came on and they asked for a wee song. So they did. So, and I don't know where, I have 3 different versions of it. We'll go for the slow version this week. Song so this is for Mary and Tom. Sitting over in Canada. Oh, you can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye and let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. Don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music is fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't you give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, my darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I won't ever, ever let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. There you go. So that was for Mary and Tom sitting over in Canada. Beth Thompson. Hi, Beth. Hi, everyone from a sunny Portrush. Absolutely brilliant. Must be caravan season starting up again, getting it ready to roll. So you are. Maggie Britton, love this slow version. Thanking you very, very much. Brilliant. Just if you're ever asking for Save the Last Dance for me, asking for the slow one, the quick one, or the different one, or whatever, I've got 3 different ones. So I have Sam Gurley. Hi, Sam, my friend. How are you doing? Good evening, Desi, Sharon, Shades family. Great to have you with us, Sam. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. Of course it is. So a wee while ago, Kevin asked us to do a wee song, so it was, and he had wanted to dedicate it to the guys in Ukraine. So. harbor don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship, I drift on the sea, this sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. How did I lose you? Oh, where did I fail? Why did you leave me? Always to say, the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I give to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue, or come here to me. Take me and keep me away from the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak, sea of heartbreak, sea of heartbreak. There you go. That was for Kevin down in New Zealand. John Craig, how are you doing? How are you doing, John? How's everything up in Coleraine? I think, generally speaking, here in the north of Ireland, and we are generally in for a good weekend, a good few days. So, happy days, happy days. George Kennedy. Hi, George. Just because I asked a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, you know she thinks that I still care, or just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. And just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, you know she thinks I still care. But if she's happy thinking I still need her, then let that silly notion bring her tea. Oh, but how could she ever such an idea, or just because I asked a friend about her, and just because I spoke her name somewhere, and just because when I saw her I went to pieces. You know she thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. You know she thinks I still care. Praise God. So, wee Elvis number. There's nothing wrong with wee Elvis number, so there's not. So, I know I missed something there. George Kennedy, yes. Could you please play Thank God for the Farmer? George, I know the song, but I don't know it. I don't know it. It's probably something, George, that, yes, I could do with learning. But apologies on this point in time, I don't know it. So, I'm sorry. Granny Kennedy, I'm sorry. I don't know the song, so I don't. So, but we'll have a wee look at it maybe sometime and see what we can do with it. So, Vanda, hi Vanda, how are you doing? Chucky White, hi Desi and Sharon, happy weekend to you as well, my friend, happy weekend. I suppose you're away on holidays again, you've been back to work there for a week, you're probably away again, John, are you? So, where do we see, where have I got to? Marlene Montgomery, hi Marlene, how you doing, how are you? So, right. Joan Crothers, hi Joan, how you doing, how are you, Joan, how are you? We remember Joan from years ago up in the Ballyboley Inn. Isn't that right, Joan? That's a long time ago, many years ago. So it is. Desi, do you sing Copperhead Road? Sam, no, I don't. Sorry, my friend, I don't know. I know it's a super song, so it is, but no. Sing, all right. Oh, you're just doing it correct. Our Chucky's on the larger at the minute, for goodness sake. So, Joan Stevenson, come on in, Joan. Come on in and look out. How you doing? Great to have you with us. So, there's about 7 Spanish angels, isn't there? Something like that. Brilliant, Chucky. For 4 people, hope. Looked down into her brown eyes, said, say a prayer for me. She threw her arms around him, whispered, God will keep us free. They could hear the riders coming. He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. And there were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. She reached down and picked the gun up that lay smoking in his hand. She said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man. and she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she couldn't win. When her father's eyes were answered, when the rifles fired again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. The 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. And there were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. So, Chucky's taking us all around the Med on a cruise, so he is. And he's going to take his iPad with us, he's going to take a saxophone with him, and he's going to do Facebook Live from a different port every evening, so he is. So, tune in to Chucky when he goes on his cruise. No pressure on you now, Chucky. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, babe. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing seems right without you. You got me singing the blues. Oh, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Here we go. Blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why did you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night. Well, everything's wrong, nothing seems right without you. You got me singing the blues. Ah, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. But why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. There you go. So, Chucky says he'll be in the piano bar every night. So there you go. No, not go there. The last time you started to talk about bikinis and bathing suits, Chucky, it ended up just one pack of boxer shorts or something like that there. So then I remember Linda up in the Maiden City. She set you up a cracker, so she did absolutely brilliant. So. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden just before he raised my cell, let my guitar play and friend to my request, and let him sing me back home with a song I used to hear, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years, and sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs, and I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? And let them sing me back home with a song my mama sang, and make my old memories come alive, and take me away and turn back the years, and sing me back home before I die. Won't you sing me back home before I die? Praise God. So everybody's going on this cruise with Chucky, so they are. Where are we sailing out of? Are we sailing out of Barcelona? Is that where we're starting, Chucky? So just so as we all know, like in case we're at the wrong port, for goodness sake, that's the last thing we need to be doing. I'll try this on my own. We used to have good times together, but now I feel them slip away. And it breaks my heart to see us part. So sad to watch good love go by. Remember how you used to feel, dear, and you said that nothing could change your mind, and it makes me cry to see love die. So sad to watch good love go by. And is it any wonder that I feel so blue when I know for certain that I'm losing you? Remember how we used to feel, dear. You said that nothing would change your mind, and it breaks my heart to see love's part. So sad to watch good love go by. So sad to watch good love go by. There you go. So, Craig Davey, can you do a little one for Joe and Hannah? That jumped away up the page on me, Craig. So sorry. For Joe and Hannah, just about to come out of isolation, possibly forever in blue jeans. That's a Sharon song, so it is. I'm sorry. Not for me, but I'll do something else for you, absolutely, with a heart and a half. I'll do something different from New Diamond. So well. But I think of a few others to catch up on, but yes, that's okay. If I find it straight off, which I did actually, I found it straight off, so we'll go for this. This is for Joe and Hannah, just about to come out of isolation. Not the song you asked for, but it's what we have. Where it began, well, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, then spring became the summer. Who'd have believed they'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe it never would. I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurting runs off my shoulder. And how can I hurt when I'm holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. Oh, I've been inclined to believe they never would. This is our David, Sharon's brother David, on the keyboards. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline. There you go. That was for Joanne and Hannah. Hopefully you get well soon, guys. Hopefully you get well soon. Diddly-dee. My baby whispers in my ear, sweet nothing. She knows the things I like to hear, sweet nothings. Things she wouldn't tell nobody else, 'cause it's a secret, baby. She keeps them to herself. Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. We walk along hand in hand, sweet nothing. And yes, we both understand, sweet nothing. Sitting in the classroom trying to read my book, now baby gives me that special look. Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. Here we go. I was sitting on the front porch, sweet nothings. Well, tell me, do you love me? Sweet nothings. Her mama, she turned on the front porch light. She says, come on in, darling, that's enough for tonight. Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. Sweet nothing, sweet nothing. There you go, wee bit of sweet nothings, wee bit of sweet nothings. So, Sandy has got the boot to the board. I know I'm flat out here trying to make the boat. For goodness sake, you have a brave old drive in front of you. So you have 6 hours, that's 6 hours solid. Shh, don't say to anybody, for goodness sake. Don't tell anybody. But, nevertheless, hope you make it safe, guys. You are on the road, must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. And teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they pick, the one you'll go by. Don't you ever ask them why they told you would cry. Just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fear your elders grew by. Please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they pick, the one you'll know by. And don't you ever ask them why. If they told you you would cry. Just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. There you go. So, and what is that you've been writing up there? And that's just a whole lot of letters, for goodness sake. So, trying to confuse, or Norman's in the middle of copying and pasting that there, trying to get it translated, so it is. So. Tonight there'll be candlelight roses in this little country chapel. It's almost fallen down, and there'll be tears in this old farmer's eye this evening, when I give my one possession to that city boy from town. His hair's a little longer than we're used to, but I guess I should find something else to say about this man who won a farmer's daughter, and will soon become my son-in-law today. Mama left 8 years ago, December. It was hard to be a dad and mama too, but somehow we made a home of this old farmhouse, and love was all my baby she ever knew. He could be the richest man in all the counties, and not be good enough to take her hand. But he swears he really loves the farmer's daughter, and I know the farmer's daughter loves the man. There you go. So, I'm still at this here. I forget what you call Afrikaan. Is that what you call it? Is that what you call that language? Afrikaan. Wee Ricky Nelson song. ever be, just couldn't be anyone else but you. If I could take the pick of all the girls I've ever known, then I'd come and pick you out to be my very own. 'Cause there'll never be anyone else but you for me. Never ever be, just couldn't be anyone else but you. A heart that's true and longs for you is all I have to give. All my love belongs to you as long as I will live. 'Cause there'll never be anyone else but you for me. Never ever be, just couldn't be anyone else but you. I never will forget the way you kiss me. And when we're not together, I wonder if you miss me. 'Cause I hope and pray the day will come and you belong to me. Then I'm gonna prove to you how true my love can be. 'Cause there'll never be anyone else but you for me. Never ever be, just couldn't be anyone else but you. Anyone else but you. Anyone else but you. There you go. We Ricky Nelson number. We Ricky Nelson from her. So, but we're getting a what do you call it? A readout of coming up by, I think it's north of Birmingham by now, guys. So yes, I haven't forgotten to do Folsom Prison for you. I will do it. So, wee bit of Mavericks. Think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, for I'll be thinking of you. Remember all the good times we shared in days gone by. Remember all the sadness the day you said goodbye. Think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, for I'll be thinking of you. You said you were leaving, but you wouldn't be gone too long. With each new day I hope and pray that you'd come traveling on. Oh, think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, for I'll be thinking of you. Here we go. I watch the mailman come, I listen for the phone. Trains at the station, but I still go home alone. Now the waiting is over, time is set to see. Cause God meant you for only me, and He meant you for me. So think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, for I'll be thinking of you. I'll be thinking of you. I'll be thinking of you. There you go. So, right, but then wee new song. Well, it is and it's not a wee new song. I've done it a couple of times, or at least I have done it a couple of times. Goes something like this. Phyllis Smith. Hi, Phyllis. Last Friday I seen Dr. Hook. Oh yes, absolutely. I forgot about that. Hope you had a ball. Hope you had an absolute ball. If my love wasn't here with me tonight, I would leave with you for just a little while. But I love her the same way as I love you now. And I'm sorry, but I can't be with you tonight. Though I want to hold you in my arms tonight, I wouldn't take the chance because it won't feel right. Maybe when we meet again some other time, but for tonight I'll only share my love with her. So please understand my situation. I love you, but I cannot be with you. If I could be in two places at the same time, believe me, I would share my love with you. So please understand my situation. I love you, but I cannot be with you. If I could be in two places at the same time, believe me, I would share my love with you. Believe me, I would share my love with you. Oh, believe me, I would share my love with you. There you go. So a cracking wee song. It's absolutely a cracking wee song. And we didn't. Linda sent us that song. Sharon's sister Linda sent us that song. She says, "This is a nice wee song. What a super wee song." It's not exactly the way it should be sang or the way it was, whatever. But nevertheless, a cracking wee song. Thank you very much, Johnny. Thanking you. So right. Marie McConnell, how are you doing? It jumped on me. Doing a great job on your own tonight, but we miss Sharon. Hope you're feeling better soon. Yes, I'm on my own tonight. Not that that's a great thing. It's we really do miss Sharon sitting here. But she's just not too well tonight. So you're stuck with me. So yeah, you're stuck with me. So we song I was supposed to do earlier on before the guys come up through somewhere and and lost their signal or something. So Tony and Sandy, this is for yourselves. Just ask for Folsom Prison. For the truckers. I hear a train come rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. Here we go. I bet there's rich folks sitting in some fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and they're smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming, and I know I can't be free. But those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. If they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it over a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I wanna stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. So, Phyllis was away last week seeing Dr. Hook, so she was. And the wee song she asked for, I don't do it. But here's another wee Dr. Hook song, Phyllis. So we give this one a wee try. I've got a couple more years on you, baby, that's all. And I had more chances to fly, more places to fall. And it ain't that I'm wiser, it's only that I've spent more time with my back to the wall. And I've picked up a couple more years on you, babe, that's all. I've walked a couple more roads than you, baby, that's all. And I'm tired of running while you're still learning to crawl. And you're heading somewhere, but I've been to somewhere and found it was nowhere at all. And I've picked up a couple more years on you, babe, that's all. girl, don't ever come easy at all. 'Cause you've got to fly, 'cause you're hearing those young eagles call. And when you're older, you'll smile at a man strong and tall. You'll say, I've got a couple more years on you, babe, that's all. You'll say, I've got a couple more years on you, baby, that's all. And I've had more chances to fly, more places to fall. And it ain't that I'm wiser, it's only that I've spent more time with my back to the wall. And I've picked up a couple more years on you, babe, that's all. Johnny, do you reckon if you had a printout with your name on it, that's a get out of jail free card, is it? Hey? That just, it speaks volume on its own, doesn't it? It certainly does. So, right, Chucky, you pull a hamstring. Chucky, what are you at that I'm not reading there, for goodness sake? Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, making a hollow high. Country road, take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road I get this feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, and country road, take me home, down country roads. There you go. So, right. Keep on moving. We will have videos from Linda and from David and from Sophie, absolutely. Very shortly, actually. songs on the radio. They might be fast or they might be slow, but every song they play's got me thinking about you. Well, I see a girl walking down the street. She looks at me and she smiles real sweet, but she don't mind me 'cause I'm thinking about you. And every little dream I dream about you, every little thought I think about you drives me crazy when you go away, or to keep you locked up at home. Like a wild horse, I wanna break you, love you so much I wanna hate you. Every little thing reminds me of you, honey, when you leave me here all alone. Tongue gets tired when I try to talk, my knees get weak when I start to walk, but I might as well stay at home and keep on thinking about you. Young and restless on the TV set, it's just like us, girl, when we first met. And when they started kissing, got me thinking about you. And every little dream I dream about you, every little thought I think about you drives me crazy when you go away, hard to keep you locked up at home. Like a wild horse, I wanna break you, love you so much I wanna hate you. Every little thing reminds me of you, honey, when you leave me here all alone. Here we go. Every little dream I dream about you, every little thought I think about you drives me crazy when you go away, or to keep you locked up at home. Like a wild horse, I wanna break you, love you so much I wanna hate you. Every little thing reminds me of you, honey, when you leave me here all alone. Every little thing reminds me of you, honey, when you leave me here all alone. Yes, every little thing reminds me of you, honey, when you leave me here all alone. All alone. All alone. 2, 3, 4. There you go, there you go. Edith Willoughby, hi Edith, how you doing? If you slipped in earlier and spoke to me, I missed you, apologies, but I see your name in there now, so I do. So, and if I have missed any of your requests, guys, I do apologize. I do apologize. I'm trying to keep up with them, but if I have missed any, you will forgive me. So you will. Well, hopefully you do anyway. Hopefully you do. So, yes, we'll go to videos very soon. Do this here in a way by we David Cassidy song. I remember April, the sun was in the sky, love was burning in your eyes. Nothing in the world could bother me, 'cause I was living in a world of ecstasy. But now you're gone, I'm just a daydreamer. I'm walking in the rain, I'm chasing after rainbows I may never find again. And life is much too beautiful to live it all alone. And oh, how much I need someone to call my very own. Now the summer's over and I find myself alone with only memories of you. I was so in love I couldn't see, 'cause I was living in a world of make-believe. But now you're gone, I'm just a daydreamer, walking in the rain, chasing after rainbows I may never find again. Life is much too beautiful to live it all alone. And oh, how much I need someone to call my very own. I'm just a daydreamer, walking in the rain, chasing after rainbows I may never find again. Life is much too beautiful to live it all alone. And oh, how much I need someone to call my very own. I'm just a daydreamer, I'm walking in the rain, I'm chasing after rainbows I may never find again. Life is much too beautiful to live it all alone. And oh, how much I need someone to call my very own. I'm just a daydreamer. There you go. David Cassidy, that takes you back years upon years upon years upon years. So it does. So, Chucky, do you know that you can distinguish an alligator from a crocodile by paying attention to whether the animal sees you later or in a while? I wish I hadn't read that now, Chucky, for goodness sake. Ah, dear oh. See what I have to work with, for goodness sake. Yes, that is what I have to work with. Okay, one more and then we'll go to videos. We'll go to Orlinda. Somebody asked us a wee while ago for a Roy Orbison song. It just came into my head there, but wee Roy Orbison song. Working all day and the sun don't shine, trying to get by, and I'm just killing time. And I feel the rain fall the whole night through, far away from you, California blue, California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do, California blue. Every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you, California blue. One sunny day I'll get back again, somehow, some way, but I don't know where, California blue, California blue. Living my life with you on my mind, I'm thinking of things that I left far behind. It's been so long, doing all I can do to get back to you, California blue, California blue, dreaming all alone, nothing else to do, California blue. Every day I pray I'll be on my way, saving love for you, California blue. One sunny day I'll get back again, somehow, some way, but I don't know when. California blue, California blue, still missing you. California blue, California blue, still missing you. There you go, wee Roy Orbison. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much indeed. Okay, we're going to go to some videos. This is our Linda. This is our Linda. No, it's not. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Why is that not there? Ah, oh, Gerald. That's a head scratcher for me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened there. Linda, I apologize. We'll try again. This is our David. Hopefully this is our David.
Okay, this is what you want to hear from the Mavericks. Here comes my happiness again, right back to where she'd been. 'Cause now she's gone and free. Just wanna dance and night away. We sing your ring, swing. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the sun on the night. If you should see her, please let her know that I'm well, as you can tell. Tell her no, I just go. Just wanna dance the night away. We sing your rays, people sway. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like sun one night. just like the sun in moonlight. And if you should see her, she's let her love them well. And if you should tell you that she wants me back, tell her no, I'm gonna go. Just wanna dance another way, right back to where we've been. Right now tomorrow's looking bright, just like the sun moonlight.
He's telling us all. Brilliant, David. Absolutely brilliant. Great. Absolutely great. Absolutely great. So, thank you very, very much, David. Linda, I don't know what's happening, and I cannot go into everything's in here. I have it already programmed. If I break into the program, I cut everything off. So I do apologise. Anybody who was looking for Linda to sing tonight, I do apologise. She was going to sing Bella Belfast. No, something else she was going to sing. Forget just what it was. But, no, look. I do apologise. Something has went wrong. I know everything today was absolutely just, like, today was a bit of a rush for everything, so it was. It was a bit of a rush for everything. So, right, here we go. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. And if I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you that I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said you done, that I just never let you down. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. things I should have said and done. Well, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. 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 Okay, folks, there you go. Yes, it's a super, super song. Thank you very much for your kind comments. Thank you. Norman is, just threw you aside like an old ragdoll, Norman, didn't he? Right, Sophie time. Well, hopefully, Sophie time. Hopefully. We shall try this.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling world can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors when the heart of this star-crossed voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
There you go. That's our Sophie. I'm sorry there was gremlins in there as well, for goodness sake. Not as many gremlins as Linda had, but for goodness sake. do apologise, but thank you very, very much, Sophie. Absolutely superb, as always. And thank you very, very much for all your kind words coming in for David and for Sophie. So, if Linda had known she was getting a night off tonight, I'm sorry, Linda. Just sorry the way it went. So, Granny Kennedy, if you're still listening, you had asked us a wee while ago for a wee Derek Ryan song, which was one that I don't do. But here's another wee Derek Ryan song. It goes something like this. To meet someone special that they sent from above. Sorry about that. To have and to hold together, growing old, to love for the rest of our lives. It's all part of God's plan, my love, 'cause you are my woman and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. Joining our hearts to death do us part, living forever, God's plan. You, when I met you, you would be my wife. I felt like I'd known you every day of my life. Your blue eyes saw right to my wandering soul and guided me all the way home. It was all part of God's plan, my love, 'cause you are my woman and I am your man. It's all part of God's plan, my love. And joining our hearts to death do us part, living forever, God's plan. We weathered the storm in each other's arms, always forever, God's plan. There you go. So, thank you, News, very much. Laura, thank you, News, very much. Irene, just want to thank you both for last Saturday night for Sandra's birthday. Great to meet you. Absolutely brilliant to meet yourself as well. Absolutely great to meet. Great to put a lot of faces to names. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, I enjoyed meeting yourself and Wesley and Sandy and all the other guys. I really, really did. So, right. Going to start sometime, or it is now. Said I love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. And as the years went slowly by, She still preyed upon his mind. He kept her picture on his wall. Went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, and hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see him just today. Ah, but I didn't see no tears. He's all dressed up to go away. First time I seen him smiling years. He stopped loving her today. Placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. You know, she came to see him one last time. Oh, yeah. We all wondered if she would. And it's been going through my mind. But this time, it's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. There you go. So, right, super wee song, Kevin Layler, there's a song you sing with Calvary on a horse. Could I request it? You can indeed, Kevin. It's called Union Mare. That's what the horse is called. That's what the horse is called. No, that's what the song is called. The song is called Union Mare. I don't know what you call a horse, for goodness sake. So I don't. So, but yes, Anne, do you know I Want to Break Free? Yes, I do know the song. Do I sing it? No, I'm sorry. I don't. Apologies, but I don't. Here's a wee Chris Gustafson, sort of half a wee gospel song. It goes something like this. Lord, help me walk another mile, just one more mile. I'm tired of walking all alone. Lord, help me smile, another smile, just one more smile. You know I just can't make it on my own. Never thought I needed help before. I thought that I could get by myself. Now I know I just can't take it anymore. With a humble heart on bended knee, I'm begging you, please help me. Come down from your golden throne to me, Lord, lowly me. I need to feel the touch of your tender hand. Remove these chains of darkness Let me see, Lord, let me see just where I fit into your master plan. Never thought I needed help before. I thought that I could get by myself. And now I know I just can't take it anymore. With a humble heart on bended knee, I'm begging you, please help me. With a humble heart on bended knee, I'm begging you, please help me. There you go. We Chris Gustafson song called Help Me. So, right. Do, 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 do. I have to wait till the light goes out before I can push the next song. So, right, lights out and we're away. That ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft against your skin. It's like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side until the early morning light. All I'm asking is your time. Help me make it through the night. Well, I don't care who's right or wrong, and I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. For tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Here we go. Right or wrong, and I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. For tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. So, right. But Phyllis Smith, thank you very, very much. It's a catchy wee version of that, so it is. It really, really is. A wee Olivia Newton-John song, which I haven't sang for a long time either. Wee saddest song. It's not really sad, but it's just one of them wee songs. Maybe I hang around here little more than I should. Both know I've got somewhere else to go. And I've got something to tell you that I never thought I would. But I believe we really ought to know. I love you, I honestly love you. You don't have to answer, I see it in your eyes. Maybe it was better left unsaid. This is pure and simple, you should realize. It's coming from my heart, not my head. I love you, I honestly love you. Not trying to make you feel uncomfortable, not trying to make you anything at all. But this feeling doesn't come along every day. You shouldn't blow the chance when you've got the chance to say I love you. I honestly love you. If we both were born in different place and time, this moment might be ending with a kiss. But there you are with yours, here I am with mine. So I guess we'll just be leaving it like this. I love you, I honestly love you. I honestly love you. I honestly love you. What a super wee song that is. So, Norman, Desi says, I love you, and you can go back to bed. Dear, oh, Norman, you're a skate. So, yeah. So, right. Anne's away to bed as well. It's 20 past midnight in South Africa, so it is. So, Anne, it was great to have you with us. Absolutely great. I'm sorry that Sharon couldn't be with us. She's really sorry she couldn't be with us either. But it's, look, that's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the beast that we live in. So it is. So. Do you like how we song, Anne, didn't you? Almost felt you touching me just now. I wish I knew which way to turn and go. So do all these folks here. I feel so good, and then I feel so bad, and I wonder what I ought to do. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, I bid this place goodbye and come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, and I've got nowhere to run. Another sinking sun, and one more lonely night. The wind keeps blowing somewhere every day. Tell me things get better somewhere up the way. Just dismal thinking on a dismal day. Sad songs for us to bear. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, I bid this place goodbye and come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, and I've got nowhere to run. Another sinking sun, and one more lonely night. You know, sometimes I write happy songs, then some little thing goes wrong. Maybe we can somehow get away. I'm coming home soon, and I want to stay. If I could only fly, if we could only fly, if we could only fly, I'd come and be with you. There you go. So, a cracking wee song it is. Absolutely a cracking wee song. So, it's actually a very touchy wee song if you can get in behind it and get into the meanings of it. It really is. It is. So, here we go. I'm slow on my feet and I'm lacking in grace, and no one could ever look more out of place than me on the dance floor with egg on my face, dancing an Irish waltz. I looked up and couldn't believe what I saw. The kind of face I'd only dreamed of before. So I swallowed my pride and I took to the floor. As the band played an Irish waltz, 1, 2, 3 went my heart. We smiled as we swayed and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, there were stars in my head. When we danced an Irish waltz, I was clumsy and flat-footed and so ill at ease. Blood rushed to my head and the strength left my knees. But the moment that stole on my memory is when we danced an Irish waltz. 1, 2, 3 went my heart. We smiled as we swayed and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, there was stars in my head. When we danced an Irish waltz. Oh, we've been together for years since that night. My 2 left feet still can't quite get it right. Our children look on and they laugh with delight. When we danced an Irish waltz, 1, 2, 3 went my heart. We prowled as we swayed and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, there were stars in my head. When we danced an Irish waltz, one more time. 1, 2, 3 went my heart. We smiled as we swayed and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, there were stars in my head. When we danced the Irish waltz, do 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 do. When we danced an Irish waltz. Let's go with Charlie Lansbury. Georgie, I agree, Maggie. I'm coming in the middle of a conversation here. So sorry. Where do we go? If you wish. We're going to have, we're going to try something. Sharon is really keen to sing, so she is, and she is here, but so she says, if you do this song, and could she back me away out of the road, so bear with us. I have to go this direction anyway for another wee song. I know why we can't find the words of it. We don't do the words of it. No, we don't. Sure we don't. So you will hear Sharon singing in the back of this. So you will. If I could find it. Find it. We have a song. This is for Irene. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be.
Meant to be.
And take my hand, take my whole life through, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be.
Meant to be.
Take my hand, take my whole life through, for I can't help falling in love with you. No, I can't help falling in love with you. There you go. What you didn't see there was every time Sharon had to take the mic away to cough, so she brought it back and cough again, got the mic again. But happy days. She got singing a wee bit. Well, right now I have to do the Union Mayor. That's what I have. So, Kevin asked for this, so he did. So, right. Ba-dum-bum. I've lost my way here. So I have. Right. We're on back on track again. See, you always learn something, Johnny, don't you? So, but I would agree with you. Dulcet tones. Two horses were trotting, they pranced and they ran. Each one was commanded by a cavalryman. Two horses stood grazing where the dead riders lay. A Union Mayor and a Confederate grey. They nozzled each other as they teased and had fun. They bathed in a warm ray of the old southern sun. No more senseless orders for them to obey. So they acted like lovers, this Mayor and this Grey. Here we go. These are such sad times that we're all living in. For killing your brother, it's the mightiest sin. New Zealand. He was showing off earlier, cutting his grass in 20 degrees. For goodness sake. Two horses were drawn. They pranced and they ran. Each one was commanded by a cavalryman. Two horses too crazy where the dead riders lay. Are you yon There you go. That was for our Kevin. So that was our Kevin. William Martin. Hi, William. How are you doing? Certainly a song with It certainly is, William. It's definitely a song with So, right, what did you want to do? Whatever. You need to do the high bit. All right, the night's trembling on, right? Another 20 minutes and we're there, nearly enough. When the girl in your arms is the girl in your heart, then you've got everything. And when you're holding a dream that you can dream when you're whole, you're as rich as a king. So hold her tight and never let her go. Day and night, let her know you love her so. With the love of your life, spend a lifetime of love. Make her yours forevermore. Very true, William. A very true spark. Very true. So hold her tight and never let her go. Day and night, let her know you love her so. With the love of your life, you spend a lifetime of love. Make her yours forevermore, and make her yours forevermore. There you go. Yes, it's hard to beat a wee song, yeah, isn't it? Cliff Richard, for goodness sake. So, right, here's another wee song. A song called Whiskey Lullaby. It goes something like this. She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. She broke his heart, spent his whole life trying to forget. He watched him drink his pain away, a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night. He put that bottle to his head and pulled the trigger. Finally drank away her memories. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength he had to get up off his knees. We found him with his face down in a pillow, with a note that said, I love her till I die. And when we buried him beneath the willow, the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la. The rumors flew, but nobody knew how much she blamed herself for years and years. She tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. She finally drank her pain away, a little at a time. But she never could get drunk enough to get him off her mind until the night she put that bottle to her head, pulled the trigger, finally drank away his memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. We found her with her face down in a pillow, clinging to his picture for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath the willow, while the whiskey sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la. Johnny says, could you do Bad Tempered Boom without Boom's misleading you? Brilliant, Johnny, absolutely brilliant.
Booms is here in the background, Johnny.
She's in the background, Johnny. She's half out the door, so she is, and half in the door. So, yes, who was it asked me for Jealous of the Angels? Norman. Jealous of the Angels, Norman.
Savvy song.
Very true, considering I was at a funeral today of my uncle. I didn't know today would be our last, that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. Praying you just walk back through the door and tell me that I was only dreaming. I will never long as I believe there will be another angel around the throne tonight. love lives on inside of me. I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. You always made my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I fall. In a world where heroes come and go, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you dear as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels round the throne tonight. Okay, folks. Oh, see, I'm trying to do too much here, so I was trying to do all sorts of stuff. Right, where are we going to? Maggie Britton, any chances some days are diamonds? Yes, I'll try and squeeze that in. We're running badly out of time, so we are. So here's a wee song Johnny asked for. Without the influence, he says, without the influence. I can't find the damn thing. I can't find the blooming thing. Did you hear that? Nearly. No, I didn't. I was well in control. So it was, for goodness sake, where are you, song? Where are you? Johnny, it doesn't want to appear in front of me, for goodness sake. So it does not want to come. Goodness sake, where are you? See, when you start searching for something, and then the name of it goes out of your head and everything, all sorts of stuff. And then you happen to turn the page, and there it is.
Johnny Booms is still here.
But I'm in control of her mic button.
No, he's not. Well, he is, obviously.
A long time forgotten, dreams that just fell by the way. And the good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. 'Cause she's a bad-tempered woman in love with a good-hearted man. She just pops in front of him. She loves him in spite of his wicked ways. She don't understand. Oh yeah. Her teardrop teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. 'Cause she's a bad-tempered woman who loves with a good time and man. I can go turn her mic off, Johnny, we can see. He likes the nightlife, the lights, and his good time and friends. Oh, yeah. When the party's all over, she welcome him back home again. Lord knows she don't understand it, but she does the best that she can. She's a good-hearted woman who loves her good time and man. 'Cause she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-hearted man. She loves him in spite of his wicked ways. She don't understand. I'll get her with you, see, Johnny. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. She's a bad-tempered woman who loves her good time and man.
Turn my mic off.
Yes, she's a bad-tempered woman in love with a good time and man. What can you think? She loves him in spite of his wicked ways. She don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Oh yeah. She's a good-hearted woman who loves her good time and man. Yes, she's a good-hearted woman who loves her good-hearted man. Oh yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So. She's struggled through enough. I'm going to do actually your wee song, so I am. Yes, I am. All right. So here's a wee song that we actually, we didn't fall out over it, but we disagreed actually who was singing, so we did. So Sharon wants to sing it, so she had her go at it, so she did. And I says, I'm learning it as well, because someday you're not singing, I'm going to have a go at it. So this is my version of Little Things Mean a Lot. And I'll probably make a mess of it. Blow her a kiss from across the room. Say she looks nice when she's not. Touch her hair as you pass her chair, 'cause little things mean a lot. Give her your arm as you cross the street. Call her at 6 on the dot. A line a day when you're far away, 'cause little things mean a lot. Don't have to buy her diamonds and pearls, champagne, sables and such. She never cared much for diamonds and pearls, 'cause honestly, honey, they just cost money. Give her your hand when she's lost away. Give her your shoulder to cry on, whether the day is bright or gray. Give her your heart to rely on. Send her the warmth of a secret smile, and show her you haven't forgot. For always and ever, now and forever, little things mean a lot. Give her your hand when she's lost her way. Give her your shoulder to cry on, whether the day is bright or gray. Give her your heart to lie on. Send her the warmth of a secret smile to show her you haven't forgot. That always and ever, now and forever, little things mean a lot. There you go. So that's the wee song. Sharon has her version of it, and I had my wee version of it. So I have. So right, some days are diamonds, and that should take us quite much to the big time, the big R. So it should. You know, like a big R. Anybody else picturing a big R on a big light there, for goodness sake? So, bear with me. I find this. Some days are diamonds. This is for Maggie. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. When you ask how I've been here without you, I like to say I've been fine, and I do. But we both know the truth is hard to come by. And if I told the truth, it's not quite true. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. And sometimes a cold wind leaves a chill in my bones. 'Cause some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Now the face that I see in my mirror, more and more is a stranger to me. More and more I can see there's a danger in becoming what I never thought I'd be. As some days are diamonds, some days are stone. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes a cold wind leaves a chill in my bones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. Sometimes the hard times won't leave me alone. Sometimes a cold wind blows a chill in my bones. Sometimes a diamond, some days are stone. Some days are diamonds, Some days are stone. There you go. So, right, that's us to the end of our evening, folks. Irene, what are we really? We're out of time, Irene. We're out of time tonight, my dear. But there's always, well, hopefully there's always week 99 next week. And yes, we will do it for you then with a heart and a half. Absolutely no problems, guys. Absolutely no problems. So, it is that finishing off time. So it is. So, as we know, our wee song, Harmony, how you doing? Thank you very, very much indeed. Apologies about Sharon this evening. She's just really, really not feeling well at all. And apologies about Linda's video, whatever happened. I don't know, so, but from us, this is us. It's the end of a perfect day. And Friday night has changed. You supported us all the way, and what a difference you have made. We hope we help to ease your mind throughout this weary time in all Shangri-La. This is all we have to give. There's just sadness in the news. We may never love again without these COVID blues. And it's our pleasure once again. A warm welcome will remain in all Shangri-La. Tonight the songs we sing stay in our memory. The wheel of heaven turns above us endlessly. We welcome all the friends we've made from all corners of the world to all Shangri-La. Thank you for all your kind words coming in for Sharon. Thank you for all your kind words for David and for Sophie. Apologies to Linda. Thank you for joining us tonight. Absolutely brilliant. So it is. Great to have you. Mary McBride, thank you very, very much, dear. Thank you. So, from Sharon and myself, and from Joel, and from everybody here behind the scenes, which is just the three of us, we hope you stay safe and stay well. Tonight the songs we share stay in our memory. Wheel of heaven turn above us endlessly. We welcome all the friends we've made from all corners of the world to all Shangri-La, to all Shangri-La, to all Shangri-La. that's us, folks. That's us. The first Friday night in March has slipped on past, so it is. The Sandy and Tony coming up. Hopefully, he's get to the boat safely tonight. And she sails at 3:45, and you both are on it. So yeah, without any speeding tickets or anything like that there, guys. So, look, guys, from Sharon and myself, Joel, a very, very, very good night. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really, really do appreciate your thank you very, very much. See you later, guys. Night nights.